TORFL stands for Test of Russian as a Foreign Language. It consists of 6 levels: elementary level, basic level, the first certification level, the second level certificate, the third level certificate, and the fourth level certificate. These levels range from A1 to C2 levels. Every one of these tests consists of 5 parts: writing, vocabulary, grammar, reading, listening, and speaking. The test is usually taken over the course of 2 days. On the first day, students take the writing, vocabulary, grammar, and reading part. On the second day, the listening and speaking parts are taken. Now the question is, where do you take them? Online. You can do the TORFL test online from home. There are test centers around the world, but doing it online is genuinely just more convenient. After successfully passing a TORFL exam, you'll get a diploma a few days later. Usually you already get them the day after the exam. But why should you even take a Russian exam? You don't have to prove to anybody that you can speak Russian. Additionally, the TORFL exam costs around $150. So isn't this test useless? Well, yes, actually for most of us, such a test is useless. But if you want to study Russian at university, want to work a job where Russian is required, or any other situation where you have to prove that you can speak Russian to a certain level, you should take this exam. Think of it like this: accomplishing the exam now is an investment in the future. You won't have to do the test if an employer asks you to. You already did it. Okay, so there are a couple of ways to prepare for the TORFL exam. Regularly do TORFL tests online or on paper. Get support from a teacher or tutor. Find other people preparing for the test and study with them. Find native speakers and talk with them as much as possible. Of course, in the best case, you combine as many of these things as possible, and keep one thing in mind. You need 66% in each section of the test. This means, rather aim for a test a little above your current level, because you only need a little bit more than 50% correct anyways. But of course, don't shoot for the stars. You won't manage to accomplish an exam that is way beyond your current level. Additionally, I would study a little bit every day. It's way more effective if you study a little bit consistently, instead of studying one large chunk once per week. Give your brain some time to adapt to the language. Another helpful tip is to create some sort of a study plan. This assures that you always know what and how much you have to study each day. You don't have to spend time deciding what you want to study at the specific day, but you only have to study. Now let's look at what to do on the test day. If you're going to a test center, of course, be there on time. Bring something to drink and to eat. Use the break to do something relaxing. Go outside, for example. Check your pens, etc. beforehand. You don't want to have an empty pen during the exam, especially if you don't have a backup pen. Additionally, come with a strategy, a plan. You should know your weak areas, where on the exam you should be especially careful on which exercises you should spend how much time, and so on. Of course, most of these points also apply if you're taking the exam from home. Now, I have one last tip for you, and it's actually quite simple. Don't cheat. You've probably heard this so many times before, but trust me, it's not worth it. If somebody finds out that you're cheating, they could potentially ban you from all TORFL exams. With that being said, I wish you a fantastic exam and see you next time.